Hey, what's up everybody? My name's Ben. I'm gonna be talking to you about some umbrellas I've been making at the Bascom out of photos that I've taken for my exhibition, which is up now. Um, Here are some stills of those umbrellas that are installed, and how I do it is, so I'll take an image, I'll open it in Photoshop, and then I have a canvas here that I'll paste that image onto. I got to transform the image, get it up to size of the canvas. And the canvas is a little bit bigger than the diameter of the umbrella. So then I'll transform that. And then I have a template that I'll bring in here in a minute. So once I got it up to size, well, sometimes I need to change songs in the middle just to keep the process moving. All right, here we go. Now I've got my template on, and it's set slightly opaque, so I can see both images at the same time. And I take that marquee tool, circle selection, and now I can copy paste a circle out of that image. So now I have a circle about the diameter of the umbrella. So once I have that, I'm getting pretty close to being able to cut it up. But there's a few more things I'm going to have to do, and you'll see here. One thing is I need a circle reference point, and I can do that by drawing the circle in around this image I have. And that reference point is good, in case I need to take another slice or make another circle. This gives me a cut line on the canvas that I can use when the image is not there. Usually I make these cut lines red, just to make them easy to see. So I've got my cut line. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the size of that cut line. And I got it to a point where it's looking pretty good there. Okay, so now this image, it's okay, but I'd like it to be a different shape. So I'm going to go ahead and warp it. The warp tool is great for taking an image and bending it how you want it to be bent. So I'm going to warp this circle, or this ellipse that I have right now, into this more perfect circle, and sort of make it fit the umbrella better. So once I have the image kind of where I want it to be within the circle, which I have right now, I'll open my print canvas for each slice of the umbrella. And I'm going to make another selection of this image because I wasn't happy with that first one. And I'll go copy paste again, throw away the old one. I'll keep that marquee, that cut line. Okay, and so there's the image I'm going to use in its final state, in its circular state. and I'll start to take slices now. Here I'm pushing the shift button to get a nice 45, pushing the shift again, pushing the shift again. Shift really helps you make perfectly straight lines. So then I've got this little slice of the umbrella, one of the 8. I bring it into my print template. Position it on this other cut line I've made, which is, you know, it's not a perfect pie. It's kind of a little bit curved, like the umbrella. So once I get it, you know, spun around in the right direction, again, I'll go to that warp tool, and that'll let me bend it to the shape we're seeing. So you can really kind of bend an image this way. There we go. And you can grab anywhere on the image you want, but it will kind of shift both sides of the image. So once I get it pretty close, we want it inside the template lines so that when I cut it, it's the right size. And then I have another template here. It's a little bit better of a canvas, and that's the actual size of the paper I'm going to be putting through the printer. I'll line this thing up with that template. And it's a little bit out of whack. That blue line down there is kind of the bottom of the umbrella, the opening. So I got to line it up to that blue line down there. Oh, computer's out of memory. Here it comes back. Good. I'll warp that bottom up. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'll just slice it off once it's a physical print. So that's pretty much how I get it ready within the computer for printing, and I'll go show you printing next. Alright, so I have my print ready in Photoshop, so I gotta get something to print it on. And what I've been printing on is this stuff called Pictorico, which is a printable film, and it's transparent. So what I'm gonna do here is I got a good sheet of it, and I'm gonna measure it because the slices are 1 foot 12 inches by 22 inches. So I need a cut that is at least 13 by 23, so I have a little bit of margin of error. I can cut the slice of the umbrella out of that, you know, larger panel. So here I am measuring out 13, which would be the short side. And you got to use gloves with this stuff because your oils in your hands will be all over the film. So I'm lining it up here. Hopefully we'll cut it soon. Okay, here we go. Got it. So I know I've got 13 there. Now it looks like I'm gonna cut 2 13 panels out of this bigger sheet. So I've got those 2. That's 23, boom. Now I gotta square it off. So that's 13, you can see me measuring it there. Got the 13, it was a little funky, so when that happens, what I do is flip it around, make sure I'm square. I've got a little bit hanging off the blade there. So I just clip that little bit off, and then I'm perfectly 13 by 23. Got my sheet ready to go to the printer. So here's that panel I made to shape, and here it is being printed on the Pictorico with the Epson P800. It's about halfway done. So I'll pull it out and cut it up. Okay, now, so I'll bring that piece in, and really I just cut it with scissors on that red line, or just inside of it. Sorry about the camera work there. Yep, just cutting it both sides. Bring that other side over. And then I got to square off that bottom, so I'll just use a ruler and zip that off with an X-Acto blade, and things ready to be put on the umbrella. Okay, so after I get the panel cut, I'll use some double-sided tape on the umbrella and get one of those slices taped up, right? And I got my print. I'll put that print on the umbrella, and I usually will just see what it looks like, and then maybe go check it out where it's going to be installed, or under the light that it's going to be hanging under, just so I know exactly what it's going to look like. So that's what one of them looks like. Okay, so once you got all the panels on, you can see the finished product there, and here are some more shots of it. And you can get a pretty cool effect if you start to light it certain ways because of the Pictorico. So I hope everybody stays healthy and we get to do, some photo work soon outside together. If not, come by the Bascom when you can. Bye-bye.